Yo, this the new episode.
Yo, what you doing, bro? You know whose podcast this is, bro?
Who?
This is the Manuel Andrew podcast,
What?
bro.
What? Yo, first
Bro,
off.
hold on.
Nah, bro.
Go ahead, say your piece.
Bro, this is my mic, bro.
Your mic, I bought this at Best Buy,
I stole this from you,
You
bro.
ain't steal nothing from me, bro.
I'm about to
this
steal it
mic is
now.
right here, bro.
I'm about to steal it, bro.
How you gonna steal it?
Wait till you leave, bro. Wait till you leave.
You're not Nas, bro. You're not one mic,
bro. It's done.
Nah.
Computer's going, mic is going, everything, bro.
Bro, just tell them who you are.
It's gonna get deep blocked.
Listen. Just tell them who you are.
It's gonna get deep blocked. This is my show now, bro.
It's not your
this
show,
is my
bro.
show.
It's not show.
Bro,
just
come on.
Just because you're talking louder doesn't mean that you're showing your dominance over somebody, bro.
Listen, bro.
You hear this? This is a bully, bro. I brought a bully on my show, yo.
Your show?
Who? Yeah, bro.
Bro, come on. First, let's.
We gotta negotiate.
All right, let's do it.
So what we calling this?
A&J, bro. You already know.
A&J, but why you fronting me? Can't be J and A?
Bro, we doing, alphabetically. A&J. A, B, C, D, and then it gets to J, and you second, bro.
Alright, está bien. Whatever you want, bro. I'll take it because it sounds like E&J, and E&J is lit, so that's what we're gonna go with. So I guess from here on out, we scrapping the man well so dope because I got my boy here, I got my brother.
Yeah.
We got A&J. It's A&J Podcast. We might still like play around with the name, but
yeah, we got some editing and stuff to do.
Yeah, but for right now, it's gonna be the A&J Podcast, bro.
Let's do it, yeah.
Yo, so how are we gonna start this, bro? You wanna just talk about your week, like talk about life, introduce yourself?
Yeah, bro.
So,
so basically, I don't know. What we talking about?
Just talk about your week, bro.
Yo, so this week, bro. All right, so listen, everybody.
This dude's new to the city, yo.
Exactly.
This
is my first week in the city. Well, like full time in the city. I've been here for like a month, and I've lived in Jersey for like the last year. But I'm telling you right now, bro. This week has been crazy, yo. Like I had this guy come up to me, stripping in front of me, bro. This dude was giving me like a strip show, like a lap dance, bro. Like I was sitting there like, yo, what you doing?
But the question is, bro, you were sitting there, you was taking it, bro. That's
bro, I couldn't though. Like
bro, you was there, bro. You froze. That's what you telling me.
Nah, I was eating a sandwich, bro. I was at the deli. I found a good deli, bro.
I think I put you onto that deli. Bro.
Yeah, you did. But you never been there before either.
Because if it said deli, it's lit, bro.
But the thing is, you can't claim that you put me onto something if you ain't never been there.
But
bro.
I guided you to that direction, bro.
Bro, we was walking. You was like, yo, you should try the deli. That's all you said. You ain't never been there before.
Bro, if I recommend it, I put you on to it. You
nah,
know that,
bro.
Like if I recommend,
it don't work like
if
that.
I recommend a Travis Scott song and you like it, I put you on.
Bro, come
to
on,
it, bro.
Travis, that album was dope though.
Yeah,
we gotta say that.
I did like that album.
Astro World, bro.
We're gonna call it. I call it Feature World, bro.
Yeah.
Because bro, I turned that on and I played it like randomly. Like I didn't listen to it like sequentially. I just played it and bro, I heard like Drake. I heard Sheck West, Juice WRLD, bro. Yeah, Sicko World's pretty good. I like that song. I'm gonna be listening to that song all week. Yo, so if you haven't heard Astro World, definitely check that out. That's like the album of the week right now. It's lit.
Yo,
it might be better than Kids See Ghosts, but you know I love Cudi. I love Kanye.
Yeah,
so
that's the boy.
Yeah.
We gotta hype up our intro guy, bro.
The intro guy, yeah. So basically, what we're gonna do is, we gotta look out for each other out here. I'm trying to put like a fire beat on this podcast. And
it's already on there, bro.
Yeah, it's on. They can hear it. They heard it already, right?
Yeah.
They already heard it. So we got to give a shout out to the Passion High Five, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Give them a shout out, bro.
Yo, the Passion High Five, free beats online. If you trying to be rapper, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
That's the move right there.
If you need some instrumentals, if you need some music in your life to get you going somewhere, the passion high five is gonna take you there, bro. So that's our shout out to him, bro.
Yeah.
That's our shout out.
Didn't even pay us to do that.
Nah, bro, we gotta take care of our own, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, I'm sure somebody would like listen to our podcast and shoot us out or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Probably not, but
let's see. We got shout out Ricky, the boy.
Yeah, shout out Ricky Gutierrez. I mentioned him in the last podcast. That dude's the truth, man.
I put you on to him, bro.
That's true.
That is true. Yeah, so let's state the facts over here.
I
got you into stocks.
I mean, I always was into stocks, bro. I always liked stocks.
Okay.
But Ricky, the thing is to see him, bro, is to see, like, a Hispanic like us,
especially, yeah, definitely.
See a Hispanic like us actually, like, being successful in the market. And, like, that dude, he didn't have a role model, like, to learn how to, like, do stocks. And you could take this in any aspect of life,
Yeah.
Like, you need, like, I mean, you could do it without a role model, but to just see someone doing something in a field that you're interested in to, like, kind of guide you and, like, steer you in the right direction is critical.
Yeah, exactly. And even for me, like, so a little background on both of us. We actually both went to CUSE for our bachelor's degree, and I actually did my master's too. So,
I would deadass take all the money I spent in CUSE and throw it in the stock market.
Yo, that would have been a good move, yo. If you would have just straight took $60K, at least that's how much I owe. Well, probably a little bit more than that because of interest and stuff. But if you would have took that money, dropped it in the stock market 5 years ago, bro.
You make what, bro? Just imagine in the 2008 like financial crisis, bro.
Oh my god.
When the whole market dropped, bro. If you were to just like, I bet you if you put like 5K in the market in 2008, that could be easily close to 50K right now. If you made smart investments.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so that right now, actually, we're waiting for another. Because didn't Tony Robbins say that every few years there's like the market crashes, and right now we're actually waiting and waiting for that time frame to happen again.
Yeah.
So
shout out Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins, bro.
Tony Robbins is that dude. Yo, if you need inspiration, if you want to learn how to like be a boss in life, bro, shout out Tony Robbins. But yeah, he's right. Like it's like it's history that like pretty much every I want to say 8 to 10 years, like the market crashes.
Yeah.
And the thing is that people see the crashes and it
scares them.
Yeah, it scares them.
But the thing is, they should never be scared because the thing about crashes is that the market always rebounds.
Yeah, it recovers.
And it always comes back. And when it comes back, it usually comes back even stronger.
Exactly.
So that's all those like down times and bad years that you have, they can easily be offset by like a really, really good year where everything is bouncing back and the market is stronger than ever. Mm-hmm. And right now we're sort of like we're in a weird time, especially with the market the way it is now. It's more like a market that's not really moving.
It's like stagnant.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's, I would say, like, that's something to look out for right now, especially. Yeah. But there still is plenty of money to be made.
Yeah. So that what we're kind of both doing, like when we're thinking about the stock market, like we know, like everybody knows that the market is about to crash, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's inevitable.
Yeah.
If the last crash was in 2008, we're already in 2018. If it doesn't happen this year and it doesn't happen next year, I feel like in 2020 for sure, it's gonna crash.
Yeah.
But at the same time, money is being made over like corrections and different things like that. So I think one thing that we're both trying to strategize is like, if you have money to play with, you should definitely have money that you're using to trade and learn how to trade and mess around with the market. We should also have some money saved up on the side for when that crash does happen.
Yeah, because the day that crash happens, you have to be on point. You have to know exactly what you're going to invest in. You have to know, like, you have to pay attention to every different, like, industry, right? Because it could be a certain industry that's more affected than another industry. So, like, if you're thinking about, like, technology could be affected, or oil and gas, that could be affected. Right. There's tons of other, like, pharmaceuticals, that's another one. But it all depends, right? Like, especially like when or what is that major event that causes this crash.
Yeah.
Everything is always interconnected, but you have to know like where to put your money, right? Mm-hmm. And that's what we're trying to plan for, especially now.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. Anyways, so back to where we started. I know we kind of went off to a little tangent.
Yeah, bro. We got excited, bro. We was like, yo, let's talk about stocks, bro. Yeah. Let's get into it, bro. Let's get into it. Yeah, bro, so go ahead. What were you? Oh, there was one topic that you wanted to talk about.
We were talking about our weeks.
Yeah, you didn't even let me talk about my week, you snake.
I don't care about your week, bro. Come on,
bro. I had an up and down week, bro. Right. Very interesting.
All right, go ahead.
I think
say what you got.
I think I seen a couple funny things that happened this week, bro. Yeah. I think one of bro, it's probably I don't even know if this is gonna be funny. Pretty much, I'm walking down. So I actually almost got into a fight this week too, but and both happened in Grand Central. But anyways, so I'm walking down Grand Central, right, and I'm going to swipe in to take the train back home. And like, there's a homeless dude there, bro. Literally, you know, he's got a white shirt on. He's there, you know. He's asking for money. He's like, you know, it's I give him props too because he was like spare change. And then when he saw like different like he saw a Spanish person, he was like dinero or like he was being a little like flexing with it. Yeah. So I'll give him some props. But yo, so this dude he sees a random New Yorker walk right past him with a Joakim Noah Nick jersey, bro. And this dude, like the homeless dude, was like, "Yo, man, I can't believe you wearing that shit, man. I wouldn't even wear that." But bro, that thing had me dying, bro. Like I was gonna come out of the turnstile to give him like $5 for just coming at that dude wearing a Joakim Noah Nick jersey, bro. Wow. I don't even think that was the first dude I've seen with a Joakim Noah Nick jersey, bro.
Bro, I didn't even know they made those, bro.
Bro, I forgot he was on the team, bro. But bro, that thing was just hilarious, bro, because he deadass it's a homeless dude, bro. He was coming at a regular dude's jersey,
exactly,
bro.
Yo,
something that some dude paid $80 for. He's like, yo, I'm not gonna even wear that. Like,
so see, you come to the city and homeless people know about sports, bro. They know more about sports than people that rock the jerseys, yo.
Exactly, bro. You know,
that's crazy.
They be out here, bro.
And then you got them over here giving people lap dances and dancing in front of people.
I mean, you put yourself in that situation, bro.
You was sitting right next to me. It was literally, he was giving you the same exact lap dance, bro.
Nah, bro.
Bro, that dude was lit.
Anyways, and let's talk about, bro, for whatever reason, and I've been saying this to a couple people, but like, a lot of people, the past couple months, they just want to fight me, bro. Like, literally, like, I've been in so many scenarios. Mostly when I go out. And I go to get
you had a situation like that a few months ago when we went out. Remember? We went out one night and some guy pushed you and then he pushed me. Yeah. You remember that night?
I don't really remember it, bro. But no, we could chalk it up to
alright, so listen, remember we was I forgot where we was at. I think it was like it was 13 Step.
13 Step. Shout out 13 Step.
Shout out 13 Step. So anyway, we was at 13 Step. Yeah. We was walking in, and some dude was like mad. You remember? And like,
he just bum rushed. Bro, as soon as he came in, he just bum rushed.
He literally pushed me out the way, and I was like, yo, what's good with this dude, bro? Mm-hmm. Like, we was about to scrap with that dude. You remember?
Yeah, bro, we would have killed that dude though. that dude was a scrub, bro.
He was so mad. I feel like that dude caught his girl like there, or because I seen like
he was like rushing out, right?
He was arguing with some girl, yo, and so he caught his girl. I feel like he caught his girl like at the bar, and he was like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" Yeah, and just started arguing with her, and then like
he was just tight for no reason.
He's so tight, he dipped, bro. Yeah, like, it was funny.
It happens.
Yeah, but go ahead. Tell everybody what happened.
Nah. So like. At least for the past couple months, bro, like, literally people be trying to fight me, bro. Like, twice, bro, I've gone to 2 different bars. People trying to fight me over, like, beer pong. And, I'm, like, the nicest dude ever, bro. Like, I'll just pull up and be like, yo, who has next? And, dude, not you, man. You don't got next. I'm like, bro, relax, bro. I'm just asking who got next. And there was this one dude who was trying to fight me, like, OD, because he was like, yo, you can't be coming in here trying to claim you got next in beer pong. There's a line. Like, I don't know who you think you are and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, bro, it's not that serious, bro. Like, people, and I like to kill them with kindness, you know what I mean? So this dude, like, literally, like, I'm like, bro, like, your life, like, no, I at first I'm just, like, laughing and just, you know, joking around and trying to, like, you know, ease the situation. But then, like, when it gets kind of serious, I'm like, bro, there's something wrong with you that, like, on a Friday night, you trying to pick a fight over me for beer pong. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got nothing else to do with your life, like, to be, feeling this type of way. Like, if you're going out, bro, you're going to have fun, bro. Stop trying to, like, be all in your feelings, kiki type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to chill out, bro. So what happened at Grand Central, bro, like, I'm walking up the stairs, and, like, this dude literally bum rushes, like, a older lady, like, right in front of me, bro.
What?
And then he comes to, like, pretty much bum rush me. I see the lady. She, like, yells. She's like, ah, or whatever. And, like, pretty much he comes to, like, bum rush me. And I give him, like, a little, like, I give him, like, a shoulder bump. Because I'm holding my ground.
Yeah.
And he was, like, my height, too. So I didn't care. I was like, nah, this dude not going nowhere.
Yeah.
So then he bumps into me. And he's like, yo, what's good with you, man? Like, he stops and, he locks eyes with me. I'm like, yo, what you gonna do, bro? And, like, this dude literally just, like, he just walked away. And I was like, bro, I knew this dude didn't want to smoke, bro. At 8:30 in the morning, bro.
That's funny.
Like, it's not that serious.
He's just trying to get to work, bro.
Trying to get to work, but you don't got to be bum rushing people, bro. Yeah. It's not that serious,
I
know. Like, people got to relax, bro.
People be on they grind, bro. They just trying to make that money.
Yo, but at the end of the day, yo, you let your nuts drag, right? Don't let anybody try to push you or try to, like, try to exert their dominance like this bully I'm talking to right now.
Who?
You, bro.
I know bully. I'm the chillest dude you meet, bro.
Chilling, bro.
I'm mad laid back. Y'all don't know me like that. We gonna find.
Y'all gonna find out about us, bro. Y'all gonna find out. Yeah. And especially a lot of people that know me, that they think they know me or they know us. Y'all gonna get to know us. Y'all definitely gonna get to know us because y'all don't know nothing. Yo. So, anyway, I think you had a topic that you wanted to talk about.
So exactly what happened this week. It was I had some karma happen to me today.
Karma, I love that word.
And yesterday as well. So what happened last week? No. This week, I went to Chipotle, right? Chipotle. And so, like, that day I had it was Sunday. I had the craziest week because I had just got done moving all my stuff from Jersey all the way to Cuse. Mm-hmm. And then taking the bus back. The bus was delayed like 2 hours because of traffic.
Welcome to that Greyhound life, bro.
Bro, I hate the Greyhound, bro.
That was me 4 years, bro.
I don't know how you did it, bro. I don't know. I would have stayed in Cuse.
I would have stayed. You mean I would have stayed here?
If I was you, I would have stayed in Cuse.
Oh, then just never went back?
Yeah, exactly. Either that or I would have just went to the city, bro.
I need those home cooked meals.
Baruch, bro.
Yo, screw Baruch. But if you went to Baruch, it's all good. I appreciate you. But
or Fordham, bro.
Fordham? I'd rather be in Fortnite than Fordham, bro. Bro.
Why you hating on the city, bro?
Nah, it's okay. See, here's the thing. You know what's funny? Is that in the last podcast, I'm like, yo, it's okay if you went to a CUNY school. And now I'm talking smack,
yeah, bro. Why you gotta be like that, bro?
Don't listen to me, yo. Don't listen to me. So go ahead, bro. Keep talking.
Yeah, so anyways, so I was at Chipotle, right? And basically, I walked in, and there's this guy, like, I'm ordering my food, and the lady's telling me, like, oh, we don't have this, because it was, like, almost close to 9:30 or 10 o'clock when they were closing. And the lady's telling me, oh, we ran out of certain things, so, is it okay if we can substitute? I'm like, yeah. And I'm laughing, I'm having a good time, cracking jokes with her.
Yeah.
Bro, this dude that was in front of me, this dude comes up to a lady and starts, like, yelling at her, like, OD, like, yo, why is it that you don't have this? Like, it's your responsibility. You need to have, like, rice. You need to have chicken. You need to have, like, all this stuff.
Yeah, but the store's closing. You got to understand that.
This dude was getting mad because they ain't had no guac, bro. I'm like, yo.
I mean, guac is pretty critical. I mean, play a little devil's advocate here.
But like, okay. Come on, bro. The store is closing. It's 9:55, bro. You walk in and you expect them to have everything it's the store opening.
Bro, that happened to me, bro. I went to Chipotle like 2 weeks ago, and it was 4 o'clock, bro. They didn't have chips or guac.
Yeah, but this dude, bro, I'm telling you, the way this dude was talking, this dude was just wilding out. He was like, I'm gonna talk to your manager. What's your name? What's your name, ma'am?
What's your name? What's your sign?
Tell me, I want your ID. I want your government name, your social security number. I'm like, yo, come on, bro. Like, relax.
Dude, I don't know.
And I'm sitting there like, I'm just watching it, right? Like, and I'm talking to another lady that she's like making my bowl and stuff, and I'm like, yo, you want? She's like, yo, you want this, you want that, and she's putting it in, and I'm like, all right. And then I'm standing there waiting for somebody to cash me out, and she comes up to me, she's like, and she looks at the dude like after he had caused all that commotion, and she was like, don't worry, it's on us.
Yeah.
Right? And after that whole terrible day that I had, I was like, yo, bro, this is great. This is like, this is God right here, yo. So anyways, today, right? That was Wednesday, or that was Sunday when I came back from Q's.
Last Sunday.
So this Sunday, so for lunch I went out to the deli.
And same deli?
Nah, different deli. Bro, now
different day, different deli. Bro.
Now that you put me on to like, I'll give you credit. You put me on to another deli.
Nah, but let's call it what it's supposed to be called. It's a bodega.
It's a bodega. It's a bodega.
There you go.
I went up to the bodega. I got me
chopped cheese.
Chopped cheese. Yeah. Nah, I got me.
You're not that New York yet.
Nah, bro. I've been to chopped cheese though, bro. I had that when I was like 5, bro. Come on. Anyways, so I went up to the deli and I seen a pack of cigarettes on the floor, right? And I was like, yo.
So you smoked it?
What you mean, bro? I don't smoke. That stuff is terrible. It's bad for you. Smoking, if you do that, you got quit, man. Like, that's one product we don't endorse.
Yeah, we're not endorsing smoking cigarettes, crack on the side. It's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, anyways. So I picked it up and I was like, yo, and I handed it back to the cashier or whatever. He was like,
cashier.
Yeah, the cashier. So I was like, yo, these was on the floor. He's like, oh, yo, thanks. And then he went and he told the other guy who was working back there making a sandwich or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, these was on the floor. And it was, he came up to me and he said, thanks, right? And I was like, oh, all right, cool, whatever. Maybe they give me a free sandwich or something. But nah, that didn't work out. But anyways, so I'm going to take the train, right? And I'm texting you because I didn't know what train to get to come here.
Yeah, to link up, yeah.
And I'm just on my phone, and this dude comes up to me, and he's like, yo, you need to get in? I'm waiting. I'm waiting by the tracks. I'm like, he's like, you need to get in? You need to swipe in? I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. And he's like, yeah, I'll swipe you in. Don't worry. And I'm just like, yo, this is 2 times already because that happened to me like 3 months ago.
That happened. Yeah, when we were chilling one time too, bro. We was on 34th, bro.
Exactly, bro.
We were literally on 34th just chilling. We were going, I think, downtown.
Yeah.
And like some girl just looked at you and she was like,
you need a swipe?
Exactly. I'm just saying, bro.
Bro, but this is crazy. 2 times, bro. Like, and I remember you telling me, like, bro, that never happened.
Bro, I never had anybody swipe me in my life. Bro. I've been living in Brooklyn, in New York City for 23 years, bro.
It's because you're living in Brooklyn, bro. In Manhattan, people are nicer, bro.
Nah, bro. I mean, maybe a little bit, bro. But that's rare, bro.
I know.
That's rare, bro.
But that was so crazy. Like, I was just standing there. Like, I was looking at the phone. He's like, you want me to swipe you in? I was like, oh, all right. It's like that?
It's karma, bro. That's Papa Dio right there.
That's Papa Dio, bro. Don't call it karma. It's Papa Dio.
Papa Dio.
He's watching out for you, man.
Karma is the topic still, but shout out Papa Dio for helping you out.
Word.
For, you shouldn't, the bodega, they should have hooked you up with something there, but it's all good.
But you see the steps, right? Around. You see the steps, right? You do good, and good comes back at you.
Exactly.
And that's the message. You got, every day that you do something good for somebody,
it'll come back.
It always comes back. It always comes back to you. Whether you think it's associated or not, it always comes back to you because you give out positive energy. Yeah. The more positive energy you give out, the better. Exactly.
Word. That's straight facts, bro.
Yeah.
Karma. You got to treat people like how you want to be treated, bro. Every day. At the end of the day, man.
Exactly.
You look at people like my thing is like I think one thing that trips me up like in the mornings is like I go to work, right, and it's like. I mean, yeah, I like working at MLB. Like, I'm not gonna say it's the greatest thing in the world, but like, I like going to work or whatever. And I just look on the train, bro, and you just see everybody is just like depressed, bro. Like literally, like you look on the train, like people were just like they don't want to, like, it's like people don't even, like, they look like they don't even want to be living, bro. Like, they're just on the train. And anytime I see, like, anybody that needs help or, like, anything, like, I'm always, like, super nice because I don't know what anybody is going through.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's something that you always got to keep in your head.
Yeah.
You know?
Going back to that, everybody being depressed on the morning train, bro, that's, like, that was a shocker to me, bro. Especially, like, when I first started commuting in the morning, I was like, yo, like, why is this train so packed, bro? Like, I felt like a sardine in this thing, bro.
Death row, bro.
Bro, the L train in the morning? Oh my gosh, bro.
Bro, the L train's a dub, bro.
Oh my.
You gotta get used to not taking that, bro. Once they shut
I
it
know.
down.
I'm scared, bro, because I don't know. I'm gonna have to walk like 6 blocks to take the 6.
Just city bike, bro.
city
bike to work, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
I'm gonna get to work all sweaty.
No matter, bro. Yo,
work 44
you seen that photo, bro? When they got the city bike in DR, bro. Bro, if they can transport a city bike to DR, bro, you can take a city bike anywhere, bro.
Word.
That's a fact, bro.
Word. I wonder how much that dude owes now.
I don't know, bro. That dude, like, he flew that city bike out, bro. He gave it to some people in DR. They were lit. Who knows, bro? He probably sold that for like 10 G's.
Yeah. That dude must owe mad. Like, if they ever get that bike back, bro, that dude has a fine. Like, banned from ever getting city bikes again.
They're gonna put that dude in Rikers, bro. It's a fact.
Yeah.
Word. So, what you gonna talk about now, bro? You wanna get into stocks right now?
Let's do the stocks.
Alright, bro. You want me to go first or you wanna go first? What you wanna talk about?
Yeah, go ahead. You do.
Want me to talk about some stuff?
Yeah.
Yo, so I think, bro, shout out to me, even though this wasn't anything amazing, bro. But if you saw my podcast last week, and I just called out Facebook just based off of it just like coming down and like, you know, being way oversold. And I remember I called it out at 168. Like, it was literally like at $168. Or something like that.
Yeah, that was after it fell. Yeah.
Yeah, after it fell off, I called it at 168, and I was like, you know what? For this podcast, for the first one, I'm just gonna focus on one. I'm just gonna talk about one, and like, you know, just let you guys know that this is something that you could possibly invest in, and like, you know, no matter what people were saying, bro, Facebook's not going anywhere, bro. Yeah. And especially Facebook. Facebook has a backbone right now. That backbone is Instagram. So if you didn't know, Facebook owns Instagram, bro, and Instagram is just like, it's doing its thing, bro. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I look at Facebook and I don't see it going anywhere, bro, at all. So right now, Facebook, like last week, it was at 168. Facebook is almost at 178. Yeah. You know what I mean? So just imagine, like what I was saying last week was like, if you took, let's say you took your paycheck, bro. Let's say you made 2 G's, right? Yeah. And you put it into Facebook, and it went up $10. How much you made?
If let's say you you bought like at 177.
You bought 10 shares.
Yeah, that's about. If it went up $10 each share, yeah, $100.
Exactly. So like that was a good call out right there.
See, but the thing about it is that you have to. I feel like you have to know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Yeah. Because if you don't know what you're getting yourself into, then you know, especially like dropping 2 G's on a stock, like that's.
I'm not out here encouraging you to just throw 2 G's on some.
You have to study the patterns and you have to know everything before like you go into one of these things, right? Like, obviously Facebook is going to rebound and it's going to make like a lot more money because, like he said, it is a backbone. And you think about social media. Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, yeah, they're all like, MySpace, get out of here with that. but basically, they all have, you know, some sort of concrete backbone, and they're taking like, it's like a central part of the market at this point. Like, there's nothing that's gonna take it away. Unless some other new technology comes out that like basically gets rid of them and puts them out of business, but there's no way they're going away.
It's a fact, bro.
Yeah.
So shout out to that call out. It was nothing crazy. It was a no brainer that Facebook was gonna rebound and that it was gonna do pretty well. So yeah, I just want to talk about 2, and we're not gonna get heavy into technical analysis just yet. But we just I feel like I want to keep it simple, just because I know that a lot of people who are gonna view this, they're not gonna know like if I start talking about crazy stuff and like I start talking about like RSIs and like MACD, volume, MACDs, all this stuff that people have no idea what I'm talking about. You guys are gonna be like, "Poop, I'm turning this part off right now." So I'm just gonna try to keep it simple, keep it in layman's terms.
So calling everybody out here lames, bro.
No, bro. I said layman's terms, bro.
Oh,
get your vocab up, bro. You went to Q's too, bro. We should have that same vocab. So this is my first one that I'm gonna shout out right now. Okay. And I'm shouting this and I'm gonna just say it. Canada Goose. Okay. And Canada Goose, I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know what the hell Canada Goose was until I saw all the sorority girls in Q's wearing it. Like I literally I remember I think it was like maybe sophomore or junior year. I'm just like, bro, why does every single girl have the same jacket?
The same jacket, yeah.
They had the same jacket, bro. And my thing is like, yo, are they selling this on campus or like what's going on? Like, is this some type of sorority thing? Like, I was mad confused, bro. So I'm like, yo, like let me look into this Canada Goose or whatever. And like, it seems like a lit company. In my head, I'm like, yo, like honestly, like all these girls again, they're like mad guys got Canada Goose jackets. I'm like, yo, this thing, I wanna like keep an eye on this. You know what I mean? So Canada Goose, it became an available stock to trade last year. And like I remember as soon as I heard that, I was like, yo, I'm jumping on this because like just from that small, I know it's a small sample size, and I'm not even doing analysis at this point, bro. I'm just using my observations in my head. You know what I mean? So I bought Canada Goose as soon as it came out. Like I bought like 5 shares, I think, and it came and we're talking last year, like a year ago. It was like 17. I think it was like $17-$18, and I bought like 5 shares of it, and pretty much like since like last year, bro, Canada Goose, it had like I think one bump in the road after like its earnings call, but it's been like a steady monster, and it's gone all the way up to the price point that it's at is at $57 right now, and this past like 2 weeks, there's been like kind of like a correction in the market where a lot of the stocks that I've been trading, at least they've gone down a little bit, So I think Canada Goose right now it's at $57. I think a good price point to jump into Canada Goose. I would wait until it hits maybe like $55, $54, and I would take a chance and throw some money into that and see where it could take you. You know what I mean? And again, as a disclaimer, just like my boy Ricky says, I'm throwing these stocks out here, but you gotta do your own research. You gotta do your own research. You gotta do your own due diligence. You can't trade stocks based off of other people's opinions. And you can't be like, yo, oh, Jesus called this out. He knows what he's talking about. Like, I'm gonna trade it. Like, nah, you gotta do your research. You gotta understand patterns. So the reason why I'm saying that Canada Goose is a good buy at 55 is there's an indicator it's called the simple moving average, which is pretty much like it tells you like how the stock has been moving over the past couple months, and this indicator is telling me that at about the $54 price range is where the stock kind of like
averages out.
It averages out, and it's like a support level. In a sense. And if I look at the pattern, it hits that support level and then it bounces up. So right now it looks like it's trending down towards that support level. I want to see what happens there, and then if it hits that support level, and I see that it's continuing to trend up, I'm gonna add more shares to it. So right now I have a couple shares. I think this week I'm gonna add a couple more shares to it, and I could definitely see Canada Goose hitting like $60, maybe $61.
Yeah, there's one thing you gotta be careful with Canada Goose though. They have earnings coming up soon, and so you never know what could happen with earnings. So if you think that earnings are going to affect, the overall price of it, I would suggest you not to invest into it. But if you have done your research and you know that, Canada Goose is gonna go up and it's gonna increase in price because
gonna continue to make new
gone
highs.
out there. Exactly. You've gone out there, you've done your research, you know that they're coming out with new stuff. That maybe they got like a new supply chain management team, or like some type of information that that will impact the stock in the way in the price. Then I would suggest to buy. But you need to do that. Like again, you need to have that research. You need to go out and figure things out. If you don't do that on your own, then you could seriously hurt your portfolio or however much money you have invested into whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. You gotta do your due diligence, bro, and you gotta be ready.
Exactly.
And the thing is, and another thing too, like you guys can't be afraid to fail. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the
even
things.
If you lose money, right? Like that's a lesson, right? And we've lost a lot of money, but
but I'm up.
I'm getting there. Up. I mean, so we've lost a lot of money, but we've made it back, and that's the part where you learn how to do these things, right? Yeah. Like you trade everything, you trade every day, and you figure out what's good, what's bad.
You learn patterns.
Exactly.
And every day, man. And the thing is like I feel like a lot of people that are gonna watch this, they're young. It's now's the time to start getting into that and learning because now I mean you losing money is never a good thing, but we have our whole lives ahead of us to make money, and as we get older, we're gonna make a lot more money. So might as well make the mistakes now and like lose whatever you're gonna lose or whatever, or just have money to play with.
Exactly. Don't ever be afraid to not invest. Like if your money is not in the stock market, you're not gaining anything.
Yeah.
You're sitting there losing all the potential. Like it's sitting there not collecting any interest, not doing anything. If you put it into the stock market, you can have there's a potential for you to make a lot more money.
Yeah, that's always been my thing too. Like if I look at my Chase savings account, I literally get 5 or 6 cents anytime they give me my interest rate, and it's just that does nothing for me, bro. I literally made my pride and joy right now, and it's looking a little scary. But WWE, I solely invested in WWE because I
hopped onto that.
I love WWE. And who put you onto that?
You did.
I put you onto that. That's right. So WWE, and I just love wrestling. I'm a wrestling nerd or whatever, and I saw it at a price point. It was initially when I first invested it was at $26, bro.
Yeah.
$26. I bought 4 shares. And I literally rode the wave all the way up to it's pretty much at $80. So I made $100 plus on that.
Its high now is actually the high
it's 85.
When it hit is 83. 83.84.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was but it is going down a little bit. I think maybe the recent
maybe the correlation, everything that's going on.
Yeah, exactly. The market has been pretty red recently. It didn't do so well in earnings. I think it missed its EPS by 2 cents. It's something you gotta watch out for.
Yeah. I feel like I got sidetracked OD, but pretty much don't be afraid to invest. If there's something that you're passionate about that you like, definitely research it, look into it, and invest in it. If you believe in a certain company or whatever, I think it's worth it.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the second stock I want to talk about. I'll keep it short because I know you got to do yours.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Square. So that's pretty much Squarespace. They make, websites. That was my whole thing with bro, when I was in Q's, I was like, yo, I want to make websites. It's lit. Making websites is cool and all that. And if you make websites and all this other stuff, that's dope. And I know you're making a lot of money and it's lit. My thing is I'm looking at Square. I'm looking at all these other websites, and it's all these content management systems. They're just making it easier to do these things. So why am I gonna focus on that? You know what I mean? And Square's been doing it's been doing pretty well over the past couple months. It's literally, I think it's gone up by $20 or so, and it's hanging pretty strong. What I was mentioning earlier about bouncing off the standard moving average line, it's been doing that. And if you guys want to start like playing around with these things seriously, you guys definitely should download this Thinkorswim app. Like this is the app that we're using. Just Google Ricky Gutierrez and just watch some of his videos, man. Like you'll learn a lot, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Está bien. It's all good. But Square is definitely something that I'm liking right now. It kind of went down. I think on Friday it went down by like it was down almost like $5 on Friday. But I look at that. I look at like red days as opportunities to invest.
Yeah, it's like everything is on sale.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like you going to Macy's and you're gonna ball out. Exactly. You know what I mean?
Everything. You find a T-shirt that was originally $300 polo, and ends up being $5.
$5. You lit,
$5, yo. Chillin'. Polo not going away.
Exactly. So I like Square. Just some technical analysis on that. Yeah. I think Square, it could potentially keep going down a little bit more. I would say a good point to buy Square if you want to set an alert for it is to buy it at like $65. Yeah. And then just see if it hangs around that like support level. If you get it at 65 and it's chilling at 65, then that's good. But if you're seeing that it's starting to continue to go down, definitely set like a stop loss and be like, yo. Like,
exactly. That's very important too. Like you always have to set a stop loss. I mean, not always, but you always have to make sure that if you're heavily invested into something that's like where you're not willing to lose that much money, you have to make sure that you set that stop loss at a point where you're not going to lose more than what you've made, right? So my thing is, I always try, like whenever I'm up, I'll set a stop loss like a little bit under what I'm up, just to make sure that I at least have made money, and I'm not going to like lose anything that I've made, right? Because if you're gonna lose money, it's pointless, right? Like you want to continually make gains throughout the weeks that you're investing to the stock market. So
exactly.
Yeah. So let me talk a little bit about the stocks that I'm sort of interested in this week. So Pandora is actually one that I've been looking at a lot lately, and actually it's dipped within the last few days, and that was because of earnings. It didn't meet its expectations, but I believe it didn't meet its expectations by like I think only 1 cent. Yeah. So it wasn't that big of a dip. Yeah, it's nothing. But that's actually a really good opportunity to make good money back, because in that dip, let's say it fell by 1 point, right? Whatever. You could have easily have bought around, and it went down to like 6.76 per share. You could have easily have made, let's say you dropped $1,000. That's over, I don't know how many shares, but if each share is worth $6,
$6, almost like 1,000 shares.
Yeah,
a little bit less than that.
Yeah, so you would make like, and even if it went up 80 cents, because right now it went up from 6.76 to 7.82, so like around a dollar and some change. But the high was actually, I think, 8.25. If you would have sold from this point, from 6.76 to 8.25, you would have made a lot of money based on how many shares you bought. Like that's ridiculous. So that's why I kind of like these stocks that are a paycheck, bro. Exactly. These stocks that are a little bit lower in price, but actually stocks. Yeah, but they're very like, they're very cheap, but also they're very reputable. So Pandora is something that we all use. So some people use Apple Music, some people use Spotify, but Pandora is still in there. They have a.
We don't want to spend money.
Exactly.
Listen to those free
but
ads.
But they do have.
Go to those college parties. Freshmen playing Pandora.
Exactly.
But they should have the student discount now. It's like $5.
I know. Everything has student discount now. Yeah. Spotify, Apple. But yeah, so I would say Pandora is definitely like something. If you analyze the stock well, you could definitely make some good money. And I can see this stock going up higher than what it is now. Because previously, before earnings, it was actually trending around like 830, 816. And to jump in at a low price point and then go up high and sell like around the 8s, that's great. That's awesome profit. Yeah. So the next stock I wanted to talk about was WTI. WTI. Yep. WTI is actually oil right now. So this is one that's somewhat affected by the natural gas report, because it has to do with like oil, natural gas, all of this that's going on. But recently, it also had a earnings report as well, and it's been showing these consistent up and down patterns. So it touches, it might go a little bit under the SMA, but it always rebounds. It always rebounds, and then if you catch it at the right point, like, you're going to make money off of this. And again, this is a low price stock. Right now it's at 720. But if you
bro, I was watching this week, bro, and I kept like every day, like I would see it would hit like 670.
Yeah, so
680.
The trick about this stock is that every Thursday you get this natural gas report, and that's usually when you see a lot of movement in this stock.
Yeah.
Whether the natural gas report says something about gas prices are going to be higher, lower, whatever.
Yeah.
This gets affected by that, but. Speaking of something else, actually, I did see that UGAS or DGAS, I believe it was DGAS, is actually...
these are both stocks?
These are both like ETFs.
Yeah, ETF stocks.
That
they correlate with each other.
Yeah. So
they deal with natural gas.
Whenever UGAS is up, DGAS is down. Whenever DGAS is down, UGAS is up.
Yeah.
So one thing I saw this week that was that because of these tariffs that Trump is imposing on China.
Not my president.
Well, I believe China is also imposing a lot of tariffs on DGAS. And so
that's impacting DGAS negatively.
That will impact DGAS negatively.
So how does that impact WTI?
It could because both of these are correlated. They're all correlated. I'm not sure which one WTI
correlates with.
Aligns with most, but I would say WTI is just a stock that has a good pattern at this point, and it's a good stock to watch because it's always bouncing off the SMA. And every time it bounces off, it rebounds, and then it goes back down, and those are
yeah, it's a steady pattern.
Exactly.
And I like how the support levels are. Pretty much in the, like we said before, like let's say 650s or 660s. Like you can see the support level, and overall, like it's one of those stocks that you can see where the support is, and you can see like the highs and lows, peaks and valleys, and then you can make some good decisions off of that.
Exactly.
So yeah. So I like WTI. I like Pandora. I still like Facebook. Like that. I think that I'm thinking about. If Facebook pulls back a little bit, it might be smart to throw some money in there and get a couple more shares.
Yep.
But I definitely like Canada Goose. Everybody's still rocking Canada Goose. Like it's up.
That's not going away anytime soon.
That's not going. And I like Square. So I think we're gonna see what our stocks do this week. We could make it a little bit competitive too, where we could do like I had my 2, you had your 2. Let's see who was right. You know what I'm saying? Or let's see, if we were like paper trade and simulate it and be like, I dropped like 20K on it. Let's see who would have made more money or whatever.
Yeah.
And that'd be like a cool like little friendly thing.
Yeah.
And it keeps us like on edge. It keeps us doing our homework and like being on a game. So that's pretty much those are our stocks. Those are our little call outs. Maybe a little bit more complex than the last podcast. But like I said, if you guys want to learn more about these things, feel free. You can hit us up. Like, you can hit me up on IG. You can hit me up on Twitter. Like, DM me. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, same here.
We'll put all our contact information down there. But definitely look up like Ricky Gutierrez. Learn about trading.
Yeah.
I actually met the dude. Like, that dude was like mad cool, really humble. Like, yeah, you know what it is to chill with like a millionaire for like 3 hours, and it's like you don't even feel like he's a millionaire. He just felt like a homie. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
That was pretty cool. That was a pretty humbling experience. So, I'm learning from him. We're learning from him, and we're trying to like do the same exact thing. Teach trading.
Yeah, learn
because about how important
again,
it is.
Like we mentioned before earlier with the whole karma thing.
Mm-hmm.
The more you can give back to people. Like, let's say I made $1 million off the stock market in like 5 years, right?
Yeah.
If I can make that much off the stock market, why would I want to help someone else to make that much money back?
And at the end of the day, I feel like it's more fulfilling to also help somebody. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's the whole point. And like in life, you have to do that. Like you can't just sit there and do everything for yourself. And at least for me, I feel like you have to give back and you have to help people out in their journey in life. That's just the way, you should be.
Exactly, bro. That's how you gotta live, man.
Exactly.
So, yeah, man. So I think, we're pretty much wrapping this podcast up right now.
Yep.
I gotta say, you got anybody you want to shout out? You can shout out anybody. Any last words? Any last thing that happened this week you want to shout out?
I love you, Mom.
Alright, so my boy Andrew shouting out his mom. I'll shout out my mom too. Mama so dope. But nah, I wanna shout out my boy Francisco, bro. If he sees this, if he gets through all this, like, I'm gonna shout him out just for the fact that
bro. But I'm gonna spoil this. But how?
How what?
How he gonna shout? How he gonna even know, bro? He don't. You gonna tell the story or not?
I'm trying to tell the story, bro.
Go ahead.
What are you gonna say?
Go ahead. Nah, go tell the story, bro. Tell him what happened.
All right. So pretty much, long story short, right? I'm in a situation I don't want to be in. I dropped my phone, right? I cracked my phone. I'm tight about it, and I don't get upset about a lot of things. And this is karma on me, because I remember earlier in the week I was telling my mom, I was like, yo, I had an iPhone since like 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
And I never cracked my phone. And what happened, bro? This week I cracked my phone. I think
the last phone that I cracked was like my iPhone 4S. Bro, that was so long ago.
Yeah, bro,
that was like back 2000, like fucking 10.
But it's all good. So pretty much, I don't know. I have like high expectations for myself. Yeah. So for me to like crack my iPhone, like, I was just disappointed, man.
Yeah.
And Francisco, like, he saw that. Like, he saw I was disappointed. Like, I was upset about the whole thing. And like, this dude literally, like, this is some brotherly stuff. This is some LP stuff, right? Yeah. Some brotherly stuff. He saw me, like, down about my phone. And his phone was a little cracked. It wasn't that bad. This dude starts wrestling WrestleMania style, Hell in the Cell. Not even. This dude, he's like, yo. He was like, nah, screw it. This dude starts doing the people's elbow, starts beating up his phone, and he just destroys his phone, bro.
Terrible.
And he literally did that just for me, yo.
Terrible.
I didn't even care. He was lit, by the way. But I didn't even know if it even was for me. But that's how I'm going to take it. Bro, and I was like, yo, this dude.
What happened the next morning, though?
What you mean? What happened the next morning?
Did he text you or call you or something?
Nah, he was lit. You didn't remember anything.
Exactly.
But hey, it's the way I'm perceiving it. At the end of the day, it's the way I'm perceiving it. So he's gonna get my shout out, even if he don't remember anything.
That's
all right. So that's how we gonna end it. You got anything else you want to say, bro?
No, man, I'm good.
Good, man.
Yeah.
All right, yo. So this is episode 2. Actually, it's kind of episode 1. A&J Podcast.
A&J.
Be on the lookout. This is gonna drop soon. We gotta edit it. It's gonna be lit, and we'll be back next week. Yo, have a good week. Have a blessed week. And
blessings on everybody.
Blessings on blessings, Papa Dios. And yeah.